Hello and welcome to my talk show. We don't have a name yet, but well, let's just get the show on the road. I just want to give a little shout out to my friends at Always Say Die. I was gonna say Never Say Die, and that's definitely not like them. They are Always Say Die people, and well, yeah. Let's get the show on the road. So I want to start out with some new stuff. So this band has been getting a lot of radio play. Their single Pompeii is a huge hit from my reckoning. They are from London, England. They're a rock synth pop. They're signed on Virgin labels. I don't know. I haven't heard of that label before, but Bastille. I like Pompeii. It's a little bit poppy for me, but it's a good song. Looks like, yeah, the first album was entitled Bad Blood. Moving on from there, a band that I really like. These guys are from the San Fernando Valley, Los Angeles area in California. I would say they got a really indie sound. I really like them. These three sisters, they are the band Haim. Let's see here. Alana Este and Danielle Haim. I really enjoy their music. They performed on SNL recently with two of their best songs. One is entitled The Wire, and the other one is Don't Save Me. Very good. I gotta say, the bassist has some really red lipstick. Wow. Anyway, so they are not as new as I thought they were, but actually they started their careers in 2006, but they're just hitting. I heard them on The Current. I'm like, whoa, that's Haim. Why are they on the radio? But that's cool. They have one record out called Days Are Gone. Surprisingly, Days Are Gone is not the first track on that album, but they're a good band. And I forgot to mention, they have Dash Hutton. They like the last name starting with H. Dash Hutton is their drummer. He's pretty cool. I saw him on SNL. He's a good drummer. And well, that's all for that band. Let's moving on to my boys, Modern Baseball. These guys are amazing. I'm just looking at their Facebook page right now, and they were founded in 2011, and apparently their genre is what de Quan. And I don't know, but they're kind of, if you know the Front Bottoms, they're a little bit like that. They're really good music. They're a great band. I'm going to see them. They're coming to the Garage with the Wonder Years on the 12th of March. Yeah, the 12th of March. Just got tickets for that. Good show, you guys. You guys should try and come. They have a really great Facebook page. Their new record is entitled Sports. I think for their name, Modern Baseball, they have a lot of good songs. There have been times when I've just listened to Sports over and over and over again. Well, let's see here. Just scrolling down. Band interests: Christmas lights, regional rail, cookies, cats and or kittens. I'm sorry, that's my dog in the background if you can hear him. Actually, okay, I'm sorry. My dog, I'm back. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah. Fan interest, Cats or Kitten. As I said, they're a little bit like the Front Bottoms. These are kind of the bands that they like. Marietta, Into It, Over It, The Magaziers, Tiger Jaw, Everyone Everywhere, The Front Bottoms, Joyce Manor, Walter Mitty and his Makeshift Orchestra, Mahole, I don't know, otherwise it would be Majole, I don't think that's right, and Kitty Hawk. So, yeah, these guys are great. I absolutely love them. Well, let's see here. 20th anniversaries. Coming up on February the 1st, would be the release of Green Day's first hit album. Not their first album, their first hit album. They had 2 albums before and a couple singles before that. And I think like a LP or something. But this is their first hit album. Count them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 singles off of that album. That's amazing. Longview, Welcome to Paradise, Basket Case, When I Come Around, and She. 5 great songs. Just going through the facts, it was released, as I said, on February 1st, and it was recorded from September to October of the previous year. Just looking into it, this is one of my favorite sounds. People were saying Armstrong, hit lead man, saying he was trying to make it sound like the Sex Pistols or the first Black Sabbath album. And I just think it was great. It was lyrical genius. It related to the teens of that era. And hey, 20 years later, I'm still listening to it, so there must be something right with it. If any of you know me, I'm totally into Green Day. They're my thing. I'm just looking at the Wikipedia picture of Billy Joe. He looks like me when I had bleach blonde hair and playing my guitar. That's funny. And surprisingly, none of these songs stretch into 4 minutes except for FOD. But the sound ends at 2:50, and then All By Myself starts all the way at the end at 4:07. That's pretty cool. If any of you have found that hidden track. Let's see here. It got to 1 in Australia and Canada and New Zealand. It was a 5-time platinum with 350,000 sales in Australia. It made diamond with 1 million sales in Canada. And it doesn't have any data for here. It went gold in Finland, Poland, Sweden, and wow. And it got up to number 2 on the US Billboard 200, made diamond, and 10 million. 1 0 followed by 6 zeros sales. And then in the UK, it only made it up to 13, but triple platinum with 900,000 sales. I'm talking, this was a big hit. And it stayed at position 33 for the whole decade of the 90s. And as for the singles, 3 of them, Longview, Basket Case, and When I Come Around, all peaked at #1 on the US US Modern Rock Tracks. My God, these guys. Well, on to a sadder note. On April 5th, at the age of 27, in Seattle, Washington, one of the guys that, when I say, if I were to be a musician, if I were to be anyone in this world, he is one of those people. Mr. Kurt Cobain died on April the 5th, 1994. He was 27 years old. That was 20 years ago, folks. That's big. Nirvana is a great influence on me and my friends, and I don't know, let's just have a moment of silence, or actually on April 5th, take a moment of silence, but we're just gonna do it right now. Okay. Well, I hope you thought about all his works, and he was a great guy. So, listen to Nirvana before you go to sleep tonight, or whatever. Let's see here. What's going up next? Okay, so in other genres, other than my alternative, punky, grungy likeness, I don't like rap, hip-hop, or any of that. But God, do I love Doomtree. I don't know why. Like, some of my friends were like, oh yeah, you should listen to Doomtree. And I saw the No Kings stickers and people drawing the crown with the slash through it everywhere up in my school. I'm like, hey, maybe I should listen to them. I don't know. So I started listening to them, and I really like them. I don't know how to describe them. They're not like normal rap. I don't like the rap that's popular right now. I don't know what it's about, but it just they're so big, and also that they're from Minneapolis, one part of the Twin Cities, and living in the Twin Cities, I feel kind of like a connection to them. They've been around since 2001, so I mean, they're not all that new. I'm not saying they are or anything, but just reading a little history on their Wikipedia, it apparently Doomtree's supposed to be made up, and I don't know, that's what POS says. I like him. I like some of his indie work too, so I gotta say, I like most of their new stuff, but I mean, I can listen to Drumsticks and that kind of stuff, but they do a lot of great stuff, and they've come around here quite a bit. So let's see, they've done 9 Doomtree blowouts. The first one was in 2005, and then ever since they've been doing quite a few each year. So these guys. Moving into another one of the genres that I'm not so familiar with, and I don't like them in general, but if you've ever heard of the Everly Brothers, they were a great country duo. And these two artists, Norah Jones, and Billie Joe Armstrong, both of them who grew up in Billie Joe grew up in California, but his mother was from the South, and I don't know where Norah grew up, but they both had a lot of Southern influence, and I don't know how they met, but when they did, it just popped. They started sharing stories, and they recorded this album with, let me just check here, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, kind of 12 songs. 12 great Everly Brothers songs. Now moving on. Let's see here. Okay, so let me just do a backstory behind this. I set up a Facebook page where I'm blogging and just sharing some. Oh look, Jim got a girlfriend. Sharing some great music, some inspirational stories, I don't know, sharing some stuff about TV and movies, just kind of like basically internet version of this talk show. So I got some messages right away. So this one's from Logan Hamango, and it reads, I don't know if it's a question or not, but it kind of was gestured like one. It reads, what the fuck, period. And I mean, I didn't know how to react to that at first. So, I'm like, okay, is he asking a question? Is he making an exclamation? I don't know how to say exclamation, but let's just go with that. So, yeah, that'll conclude questions. Actually, no, I got another one from Elliot Skinner. So what do you do? What do? I share music, and I go to concerts, and I have fun, and I share it with you guys. For your benefit and for your music education. They should make my podcast mandatory if you're getting a degree in music. This guy has great taste in music. You have to listen to his show. No, I'm joking. Don't listen to me. I'm stupid. So let's look into TV. One of my all-time favorite shows, Doctor Who. They just had 2 humongous episodes. Well, 3, and going to have a 4th. The first one being the finale of the 7th season, which I gotta say, that was a great episode. And then the 50th, which I enjoyed so much, seeing all those doctors come together. It was gonna be paradox worthy, and I'm not gonna spoil it, but Falls No More. And actually, speaking of falling no more, Sherlock, I'll get to that later, Sherlock also falls no more. Anyway, so the 50th was great, and I was having higher hopes for the Christmas special, but I'm not saying it was a bad episode. It was a great episode, but it just didn't live up to my expectations. But anyway, it was great, and I cannot wait for the next season because I'm so excited to see 12 and how Peter Capaldi is going to do his thing. I don't have the words to express how I'm feeling right now because I loved Christopher Eccleston, and then I loved David Tennant, and then I loved Matt Smith. So it's kind of this cycle. I hate this guy, he's okay. I love him, never leave, and then he dies. He regenerates. I can't handle regeneration. It's a stress that every fanboy has to take on himself. Okay, moving on to a show some of my other listeners who are not Doctor Who fans or awesome, but this is still a great TV show. It's called How I Met Your Mother. That's right, kids. How I Met Your Mother. Great show. I'm just one second. How I Okay, but anyway, How I Met Your Mother. It's, in case you don't know, it's about this guy. His name's Ted Mosby, and it's about how he finds his wife, and basically the whole thing's him telling the story to his kids. And I'm just looking on the Wikipedia. It says often abbreviated Himium. And that's what I did when I was writing my outline for the show. But anyway, so there have been 199 episodes and 9 seasons. It's a sitcom, but it has so much drama in it, and it's just so complex. I enjoy it so much. And the funniest thing I thought was Neil Patrick Harris, for the first couple seasons before he was... Oh, I'm not going to say in case you guys aren't caught up. But he's this whoremongering, lady-loving ladies man, but in reality he's a gay man. So it's a very, very well played role by him, and it's also the funniest thing to see in interviews how different he is in real life, because you would think it's not that much of a stretch for him, but oh boy. I almost never get to see it because I'm always busy on 7:30, the first half an hour of Monday prime time. I mean, I was I was 5 when it came out, so I had a lot of catching up to do. Luckily, I've had a lot of sick days and a lot of Netflix between then and now. Yeah, I can't express to you how much I love this show, and I'm really sad that it's ending, and I'm really sad that there's a crappy show replacing it, like Friends with Better Lives or whatever. But it was such a good show, and I'm gearing up for the finale. I hope you're gearing up for the finale. The finale will air on March 31st, which is only 5 days away, kids. 5 days away. I'm not going to explain anymore, because if you don't know what this show is, you should watch it. You should watch all 9 seasons in the next 5 days, because that's how badly I believe in this show. I mean, I have to admit there's a couple episodes that I haven't seen, but not likely that I haven't seen a lot of them. Like, and actually I was just at the mall a couple weeks ago, and I was looking, and they had the Bro Code, written by Barney, and also Bro on the Go, and the Playbook, and How I Met Your Mother and Philosophy. Which, good. And actually, I did not know this, and this is news to me. This is not a rehearsed, this is not rehearsed. Oh my god. CBS is doing, from the same producers, from the same creators, from the same writers, How I Met Your Dad, a female-centric variation. Oh my god. But, oh. But it won't tie into the original series. I'm sorry, this is all new news to me. I hope it's not new news to you, because, like, my heart went flying and then it sank. But it's been a popular show over the years. It's gotten 18 awards and 72 nominations. It's a pretty damn popular show, if you don't ask me. Well, if you ask me, I said that wrong. I'm not good with words. You ask, why am I doing a podcast if I'm not, or a talk show, if I'm not good with words? I don't know. I thought it'd be cool. I'm doing a blog, not good with words. Doing a talk show, not good with words. Oh boy. Oh, I can't imagine my career. Not good at writing. Let's be a book writer. Anyway, so what was next on the Sherlock? Oh, I'm actually really excited about this, and I cannot hold myself back from first talking in a British accent, and 2 telling you about what happened at the end of season 3. Anyway, yeah, I pirated those. Actually, if I get enough likes, this is the thing. If I get enough likes, I will post links where you can watch How I Met Your Mother, where you can watch Sherlock, where you can watch Doctor Who for free. I think it's legal. Not sure. I'm not sure if it's legal or not, but most likely legal, where you can watch for free anytime, as many episodes as you want. And it's not just stopping there. You can watch Mythbusters. You can watch Psych. Oh god, Psych is another one of my obsessions. I love Psych. You guys, Psych is my life. Well, not Doctor Who is my life, and Sherlock's my life, and Psych's my life. And we should stop talking about what's my life, because I would be hours and hours and hours. But anyway, Psych, good show. Watch it if you don't know it. They just came out with a musical. Yeah, I'm getting off track here. I'll talk about it after Sherlock. Anyway, Sherlock. If you Sherlock Falls No More. No spoilers, or yes, spoilers, because that was, it already aired in the US, and hey, and the Sign of 3 is airing in the US right now, and in like a week or two, the last episode of season 3 will be airing right now, and at the Doctor Who 100th anniversary, we'll have season 6 of Sherlock coming out. That'll be nice. LOL, that was a... why did I just say... No one says LOL. Yeah, that was a joke, in case you didn't get it. Only BBC people get that. Anyway, I was gonna talk about Psych, wasn't I? Yes, Psych. This is a great show. It's about a psychic detective living in Santa Barbara, California. But it's filmed in Canada. I'm just gonna give you a moment to dwell on that. It's filmed in Canada, but yet there's palm trees and they're wearing short sleeve shirts. It's Minnesota and school's canceled tomorrow. And in Canada, in the middle of the summer, they're filming. I went up to Canada in the middle of the summer. It's like fall. I tried going swimming. It's cold in Canada. Yeah, and everybody's gonna be like, no shit, Sherlock. And I can't stop. Stop me, because psych. Just psych. Okay. I have 8 seasons. I think they might be going for 9, but Maggie Lawson, the one who plays Juliet O'Hara, Sean, the main character's girlfriend, and in reality, those two are married. I mean, they have been working on the scene for, what, 8 years, so yeah, they got married a couple years ago. I thought that was pretty cool. There's an interview on YouTube. I might put it up on my blog, but, actually, yeah, I might put it up on my blog with the two of them. They don't seem romantically involved at all, but yet, damn, they're a cute couple. But, it's, as I said, it's filmed in British Columbia, Canada, but it's set in, Santa Barbara. Just recently, they did a musical episode. Oh, should I explain the plot? Most of you guys know the plot of this. This is a good show. If you don't know the plot, I would tell you not to listen, but I don't even have enough listeners to tell my listeners not to listen. Like, if I had maybe 20 or 30, I could tell the people who don't watch Psych not to listen, but I don't think I'm up to 1. I've listened back over the track once or twice. I don't know if that counts as 1 or not, but anyway, back to the show. It's a good show. As I said, about a psychic detective that works with the Santa Barbara Police Department. That's pretty much all there is to say about it. They do good holiday specials. They're always having fun with it. Dule Hill, who plays Gus, and James Roday, who plays Sean, are both executive producers. Or actually, no, they're not executive producers. They're producers, and they produce a lot of shows. And I think they might have written or directed or something. I think they might have directed a couple episodes too. That's pretty much all for them. Oh, and TV. I'm still on that subject of TV. My boy Jimmy Fallon is moving to the Tonight Show. And then Seth Meyers, another great comedian, is taking his spot at the Late Night Show. And I think this is great. Jay Leno, he had his run. He's been on the air for over 25 years, maybe even 30 years. I don't know. Don't let me convince you that I'm just gonna stop there. I think Jay Leno's a great comedian and all. And I'm not saying that he's had his run. He's a great comedian, but, I mean, moving up. Just moving on up. As for David Letterman, I watch you almost every night when I can. You're the first thing David Letterman's the first late night show I watch. And then sometimes I'll move it over to Kimmel or Leno. If I'm up late enough, I'll watch Ferguson. I love Ferguson. He's great because he's a Whovian. He has a TARDIS on his desk. I enjoy that TARDIS. And he's done interviews with Karen Gillan and Jenna Louise Coleman. And hell, if he could get Matt Smith or Peter Capaldi on there, that would be great. That would be just great. But and his little psycho robot skeleton little thing is so funny, and I just love when he swears. They're like, Schnitzel, Auga. On this show, you'll never hear bleeping out. Never. Never. I don't know. Never. You'll never hear me bleep out a swear word. Unless I get, like, sponsors from... And there'd be like... I'm thinking too far ahead. Please stop me. Please stop me. I enjoy this. This is for my own entertainment. If you're entertained too, that's great. Just talk about Craig Ferguson. Late night with... Now I'll be able to watch Jimmy Fallon more, because there are nights when I could stay up till the next morning, and there are nights where I can't even keep my eyes open at 10 o'clock. What kind of person am I? I can't even speak. What kind of person am I? Help me. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, this is a part of the show where I run out of things to say. No, I have plenty of material. So, okay, I'm sorry. I kind of hit a low point there, but we're back. And as I was talking about the Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel's great. I love him. He's that funny guy. If you saw that skit with him and what's the hot Colombian, damn, I only can think of her name on Modern Family, Gloria, but crap, whatever. But it was so funny. They were reading comments about each other that they got online, and I hope none of you ever leave comments like they got. Oh boy. But yeah, and I'm excited for Seth Meyers, and it's gonna be great. I love the Olympics, and Seth Meyers, if you've seen that commercial on 11, I don't know, humor, a beautiful thing. Yeah, let's move it on. I've spent way too much time on this section. Let's go to movies. Just last night I saw Captain Phillips. I gotta say, it was a great movie. I'm not going to put down any of the actors. I enjoyed Tom Hanks' performance, but the plot was so predictable. I'm not going to spoil it for anybody, but if you've ever seen a movie where there were hostages or with military or anything on a boat, you just put your movie-going experience together and you realize that it's kind of predictable. It was well written. The Somali pirates, I gotta say, were actually pretty scary. I gotta say, if I were more of a crier, I would have cried, because you kind of get attached to one of the pirates. I'm not gonna say you get attached to the pirates like you get attached to the captain or the crew, but yeah, it kind of gives insight to what kind of life it is being a pirate, and also how stupid they are not to defend those boats more. Well, that's, yeah. But what other? I did a double feature lately. I went to see American Hustle, and then I went to see Las Vegas. American Hustle was really good. I enjoyed it a lot. I would suggest you see it if you haven't. And Las Vegas was really good. It was funny. It was funny. It was pure laughs. I wouldn't have traded it. I really liked it. And I wouldn't have paid more than I did to see it. I think I got a $2 ticket to see it. But it was good. As for movies that I'm looking to see, I want to see The Wolf of Wall Street. I hear that's a pretty good one. Otherwise, there have been so many movies, I'm probably forgetting most of them that I wanted to see. But, what do you know? I'm actually going to sign off for now. So, this is Bogdan Rilski signing off for, well, I think I'll post this up to my blog sometime soon. This has been great. Thank you guys for listening. Just a little shout out. I want to say thanks to everybody who performed with me at the instrumental music concert, and everybody who performed at the instrumental music concert, and everybody who was there. That was a great concert. Thank you guys for being there. I'm going to invite you guys to come to see Modern Baseball with me. That's going to be a great show there with, I'm going to forget the name. Yeah, I forgot their name. But anyway, Modern Baseball's going to be here on March the 12th. Tickets are only $17. Take advantage of that. A cheap show. Yeah, oh, they're with the Wonder Years. Take advantage of a cheap show. I think there's going to be like three other bands there too, so it's going to be great. I don't know, at Great River School, upcoming is, what is it, Little Shop of Horrors. That's another great opportunity to go see some musical theater. Cabarets in town, I want to see that. What else? Just before I sign off, I think I'm done. Thank you guys for listening. And to people at my school, see you maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, hopefully Thursday. We might be back on Wednesday, but see you then.